Yep, it has finally happened. There are now some movies available from Portugal. Olá pessoal, Liz from Talk the Streets in Lisbon here with another handy how-to video helping you improve your European Portuguese, and today we are talking Netflix. I know you guys have been desperate to access some Portuguese from Portugal content on the world's biggest streaming platform, but as I told you in this video, there has been no European Portuguese content on Netflix until now. Yep, it has finally happened. There are now some movies available from Portugal. So today I'm going to show you what's available, how you can access it outside of Portugal, and how you can best use it as part of a self-study session. If you are excited to dive into this today, give me a like, and if you are not subscribed yet, I'm really upset about it. Over 60% of the people who've been watching my videos in the last month are not subscribed. So if that's you, please hit subscribe now so you can tell the YouTube gods that you like my content and that they should show it to more people. It will really, really make a difference to me. Muito obrigada. So there are now 3 movies available. The first is Bad Investigate, a crime comedy adventure about 2 guys hired to track down a notorious drug dealer by a corrupt cop. Obviously, hilarious and ridiculous things ensue. Virados do Avesso, another comedy about a gay guy who inexplicably wakes up and forgets that he's gay. And Os Maias, an adaptation of the classic Portuguese novel by Avesso de Queiroz, set at the end of the 19th century and following the story of the Maya family over 3 generations, mostly focusing on the story of Carlos and his love affair with Maria Eduarda. It's not quite Bridgerton, but it's pretty cool. So although the tool that I mentioned in this video, language learning with Netflix, doesn't seem to be activated on these films yet, luckily for us, the Portuguese subtitles that are available are actually really good and really helpful. Sometimes when you're watching a movie and you put the subtitles on, for example, Disney Plus is another great place to do this, sometimes they don't actually match up, which is really frustrating for us because the reason that we're using them is so that we can try and help us hear what we didn't catch when we were watching the movie. So the good news is with these Netflix movies, that is going to be possible. So how can you access these movies if you are outside of Portugal? Well, we've tested it, and using our VPN software, we were able to access these movies from the US and from UK by setting our location to Portugal. So if you're wondering what a VPN is, it stands for Virtual Private Network, and it basically helps you browse the internet securely and privately. But it would also unlock Netflix and other entertainment websites that you can access from other countries. How else would I watch Coronation Street after Brexit? So the VPN that we have discovered works and that we have tested in both the US and the UK is Surfshark. So let me show you how this works. So I've installed the app and now I have the extension up here. As you can see, I can choose a location and I am now already connected to Portugal. So if I go to Netflix, I should be able to search for and find the programs that I mentioned. So let's look up Bad Investigate, which I'm halfway through watching and I thought was actually really funny. So there you have it. I can click resume.
Este é o Alex. E este aqui é o Cid. Não são polícias, não são criminosos e não são de confiar.
So now that you are all set with what to watch, how do I recommend using these as part of a study session? Well, first of all, we have to make our expectations from the exercise realistic. Watching a movie is what we call extensive listening, where you are going to have to listen to a lot of material over a longer period of time. So my main piece of advice is to relax and to not try and understand everything. You're going to be listening out for keywords that you do understand with the subtitles to help you. And then together with the action that you are seeing on the screen, that is what is going to help you piece together what is going on. This goes for pausing the video as well. Don't do it too often, otherwise you will get nowhere and you won't be able to follow the story at all. Keep your objective in mind. You are not trying to understand everything. You are trying to pick out some new words, a few new phrases, while at the same time training your ear to the speed and the sound of the way Portuguese is spoken in real life. That's it. So I actually really like to use my MacBook to watch these kind of movies so that I can just hit my spacebar really quickly and write down something that I want to remember. I like to note down two things. The first is entire phrases that sound like something I might say in real life that I can copy and repeat in exactly the same way that they have said it on screen. So I will rewind it, and when I'm saying it out loud, I will really try and copy their intonation so that when I say it, I'm going to sound really Portuguese. I will then set myself the challenge of trying to use those phrases over the next week. Second of all, I note down vocabulary, but again, things that I think are going to be useful and I'm actually going to use in everyday life. So let's stick to about 20 of these over the course of a movie, again, so that you don't have to keep stopping and starting too many times. Once you've made a note of that list of new vocabulary, you can then set yourself the additional exercise of trying to use these words in a sentence so you can get some writing practice in as well. We are still waiting for a release date for Gloria, the first European Portuguese series that's going to be available on Netflix, but we do know that filming has finished and Netflix have started sharing teasers on their Instagram, so we know that it will be coming soon. Fingers crossed it won't be too long. I'll be back next week with more tips and tutorials to keep improving your European Portuguese, so make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss a thing. Tchau for now, obrigada por assistirem.